Okay, now let's look at some definitions that you will hear a lot from now on. I'm sure that many of you make a research about these terms when you learned that you will be a student of architecture. But I wanted to discuss them with you one more time. Let's look at this word here, architect. What does it mean? The official definition is something like this. An architect is a person who plans, designs, and oversees the construction of buildings. And when you look at its etymology, we see that the term architect derives from the Latin architectus. It originated from the Greek archi and tekton, these two words, and archi means chief, tekton means builder, so etymologically it means chief builder. And in Turkish, we use, for architect, we use mimar, this word here, and it's an Arabic word. It comes from Arabic language, and it means that the person who makes this activity, imar, or mamur kılmak, it means to develop a place, to make it beautiful, to make it suitable for humans to use, to live their lives. And in the Turkish dictionaries, it says, it has a definition like this: the person who prepares the project of buildings, draws its plan, and follows all the necessary works for the construction of this building. A person who improves something, who improves somewhere, make it develop, thrive, flourish. All these words are the meaning of imar, the person who makes somewhere develop, thrive. So let's look at architecture now. And here is a very nice video that I like so much. It has a very nice definition for architecture. Let's watch this together, and then maybe we can talk about some of these statements in detail. Okay, there is a problem with the video. I'm going to stop this. Okay, I'm back now with the video. So let's watch this.
What is architecture? It's more than just glass, steel, and concrete. Architecture is about solving problems and understanding the context of a puzzle beyond the defined borders of a site. It's the practice of delivering solutions that fit within the larger whole while creating greater meaning than the sum of the individual parts. Architecture is the living story of how society's values are reflected and affected by the built environment. It's the practice of giving birth to form and function from concept and purpose, giving shape to light and shadow, molding the earth, and casting permanence into existence in order to give purpose and meaning to space. Architecture is the story of civilizations past, present, and future, inspiring innovation, growing community, and improving the quality of life. So the question is, how are you contributing to that story? What inspires your vision? What challenges can you transform into opportunities? Who does your work serve? What do you dare to dream possible? The real question is, what's your story?
In my opinion, this is one of the best explanations for architecture. Maybe we can look at these statements a little deeper. It says at the beginning, it is more than just glass, steel, and concrete. As you know, our main goal is to create buildings in definite forms. And you see that especially in the modern times, these materials are very popular. We see lots of modern architecture examples constructed by using these materials. However, in the video, it says that it's more than that. It's more than just creating sculpture-like forms. So what is it? What is more than that? Architecture is about solving problems. The main goal of an architect is to create solutions for certain problems, certain sociological problems, problems that people experience. And our main duty is to help people through constructed spaces. So we need to, first of all, if we want to solve these problems, first of all, we need to understand the environment as a site and its surrounding, its environment, and we need to start looking at as a puzzle, as the pieces of a puzzle. It's the practice of delivering solutions. First, we need to come up with ideas that can be solutions for those problems. And after that, we need to deliver these solutions to the people. But these solutions should fit within the larger whole. And they need to create greater meaning so that the sum of the individual parts, when you collect all these parts together to form the solution, the result will have a greater meaning than the individual parts themselves. Also, it says in the video that architecture is the living story how society's values are reflected and affected by the built environment. When you see a settlement like this, you will get an image of that society, that people used to live in that place. You will get some ideas about their characters, how they spent their lives. And if you find a place like this, you can understand that it's totally different. A different kind of society is living in a place like that. It's the practice of giving birth to form and function. Here we see form. We are using this form and function to present our solutions, to deliver our solutions to the public. And all these solutions, this form and function, it is originated from concept and purpose. So we have a purpose and we create a concept, and that means the idea. We make some decisions, we come up with ideas, and we present them to the society in a solid form with a function, with a definite function. Also, we are giving shape to light and shadow. We are molding the earth and we are casting permanence into existence. It's like we are transforming our ideas into living spaces for people. It's the story of civilizations past, present, and future. It's inspiring innovation. And our main goal is to improve the quality of life. So we can say that the art of creating living spaces, it's the art of creating living spaces. It's actually organizing life itself. We are creating living spaces for people, so we are organizing their living conditions. And how about architectural education? You just started, you will be having this education for the next 4 years. And this is one of the images that I want to share with you. you see that you know, this photo was taken in a big saloon, probably an auditorium, and there are lots of people, mostly at around 50 years old or 55 years old, and they are all directed to a certain point, and everyone has raised their phones. They are trying to take photos or videos. This is what you are going to experience at the end of your education, the graduation. This is your goal, to be on that stage, to be graduated, and to start a new life as an architect.
Şimdi lütfen sessiz olmanızı rica ediyorum. Ve benim söylediklerime dikkat edin. Ve her söylediğimi düşünün. Ondan sonra tekrarlayın benimle birlikte. Yeminden sonra 3, 2, 1 diye sayacağım. Ondan sonra ne biliyorsanız yaparsınız.
Graduation ceremony.
Bugün sizi gönderemeyeceğim. Doğru dürüst söyleyecekseniz söyleyin. Bugün Yıldız Teknik Üniversitesi mezunu olmanın tüm yetki ve sorumlulukların bilincinde olarak kendisini sürekli geliştiren nitelikli bir insan ve meslek elemanı Türkiye Cumhuriyeti'nin temel ilkelerini koruyan ve geliştiren iyi bir yurttaş olacağıma bilgi ve becerimi ulusum ve tüm insanlık yararına kullanacağıma meslek ilkelerini ve onurunu yücelteceğime üniversitemle ilişkilerimin sürekliliğini koruyarak yeni elemanların yetişmesine destek olacağıma söz veriyorum. Teşekkürler çocuklar. Şimdi susun. 3'ten 1'e kadar doğru sayıyorum. 3, 2, 1.
Taken 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I don't remember exactly. At the beginning of your journey, I just wanted to show you what is awaiting you at the end. And please do not forget that the things that you will meet at the end of your journey depends on how you are going to spend your journey. If you care enough, if you be strong enough, if you work enough, then at the end you will find good things for yourself. Then you can be a good architect, a good person. But if you spend your time with nonsense, with unnecessary things, if you be lazy, then at the end that is not what you are going to find. I'm hoping that everyone in this classroom will do their best. This is a question that you probably wondered a lot and you asked, is architectural education difficult? Yes, it is very difficult. And you may wonder that what kind of skills do you need to be successful? And probably the first thing that comes to the mind is to have a very high level of drawing skills or model making skills. if your hand drawing, if your handwriting is good, it's nice, then you may think that you can be successful during your education. But I don't believe that that's the real thing. Of course, every kind of skills, every kind of knowledge is required, is important, but there is a hierarchy between different types of skills, and having a nice hand drawing ability is not at the top. Through the years, through the months, you will find that you are going to need different kinds of skills, mental skills especially. And here is a very interesting video, in my opinion. It's about a subject totally different than the education of architecture. It says here that a hospital in Japan is making an exam, an entrance exam, and the doctors, the actual doctors, young doctors, are taking this exam because they want to be accepted to that hospital, to the school for surgery. They have applied to become a surgeon. So the school is making an exam to select the good doctors. And you know, in our country, we have a similar system. When you finish the School of Medicine after 6 years, you took an exam to, you know, keep up with your education in your further education. If you want to be a specialist, like if you want to be an eye doctor, then you need to take a 4-year more education. And before that, you need to take this exam. But it's just a test exam. And in the test, they ask you certain questions. And if you find the right answer in the options below, then you will be accepted. But in this video, they are going to do a very different kind of exam to determine if the applicants are suitable for a hard education to be a surgeon. All these are young doctors.
倉敷中央病院では今年度から実技試験を導入することにいたしました。
ユニークな病院だとは聞いてたんですけど、
何が起こるんだろうと思って。
最初のミッションは
So, they are taking a 3-step test. The first test is this. The teacher wants them to create an origami by using a square paper of 1 centimeter to a centimeter. It's so small, and if there are students among you who made origami before, you will find that the smaller the paper, the harder to fold it into a definite form.
こういうテストだと思ってなかったんですけど、やばいって。
We see here that all these applicants, they are very surprised. They never expected a test like this. They were probably they were expecting questions about anatomy or, you know, diseases or medicine, but not a test about origami. Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. It was not a 1 centimeter to a 1 centimeter square paper. It was 5 millimeter to 5 millimeter. It was the half of that. They have a limited time, 15 minutes, to finish that origami. It's a crane.
思ったより紙が厚くてなかなか折れなくて、これじゃ一定にならないやと思って。
To fold it because it's so small and they can use some tweezers. And you see that the lights start to become red, and there is this woman's voice counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, and it's all very stressful. and they cannot finish it in time. It's a very limited time. They are dealing with a very small object, and it's a very stressful environment.
3、2、1、手を止めてください。
They are really
次の課
stressed.
題はこれです。
The second step, each student is given with a part of a bug, a beetle. It's deconstructed, dismissed. The parts were taken apart, and they are required to combine all these parts back to the actual bug in 15 minutes.
始めてください。
They are going to
作
glue
戦を
them
立て
together.
て
They have
早くつけられるように
手にアロンアルファがたくさんついてしまってべちゃべちゃにな
again,
って
it's
しまって
very small,
一進一退がずっと続
very
いていまし
hard.
た。
先にケースに入れて真ん中刺してから足つけた方
And
が
also, they
楽だっ
need
たか
to
な。
figure out a system. As she said, right now, she says that first, I realized that first I needed to structure the body, the main body, and then I can add the other parts.
って後から思いました。
3、2、1、手を止めてください。
Now
次のミッションは
we
こ
have
ちら
the
です。
last mission. They are required to do a sushi using just one piece of rice. Just one piece of rice. They are going to do a small sushi, a tiny sushi.
始めてください。
メスとピンセットになるとこういう風に難しいんだ
They
な
need
ってい
to
うのを
cut the
感
other
じました。
ingredients,
海苔が難しかったで
fish
す。
and seaweed.
終了1分前です。10秒前です。5、4、3、2、1、手を止めてください。
一見するとリオとは全然関係
It's this thing here. I think it's the essence of the video. He says that at first I wondered how this test is related to medicine,
なさそうな試験だったんですけれども、忍耐
and I then realized that they are testing my patience.
強さっていうものがやっぱ試されてるのかなというふうには感じましたね。
小児系の仕事
And also, if they want to be a good surgeon, then they need to figure out to work in a very stressful environment in the operation room in a very limited time, and they are going to use appliances to fix very small things like veins, tissues, and nerves maybe. So if they don't have these kind of skills, if they don't have the patience, if they cannot handle this stress, and if they cannot find a way to figure out solutions in this stressful environment in that limited time, then it means that they are not cut of a certain material. They don't have that fabric, and they will be unsuccessful. In my opinion, this is very it suits very well to the architectural education. Through the times, through the months, you will find that you need to have very good thinking skills. You need to come up with ideas to create alternatives, and you need to get familiar with problems and creating solutions for them, more than drawing skills or model making skills. Okay. So this is a very nice quote from Simon Sinek. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. And working hard for something we love is called passion. So it depends to you. It's up to you. This is a very hard education, and it's a very hard profession. But if you love it, if you find a way to love it, then it can be your passion. But if you cannot love it, I think love is the key here. If you cannot love it, then it is just stress. That's all. So I advise you to try to find a way to love this profession, this education. Okay, I'm going to stop now and continue with a new video.